guys, it's Anastasia again and welcome back to my channel. I hope that each of you is having a phenomenal day. As this is a Q&A and I am highly prone to rambling, as we all know, I just want to get a really quick announcement out of the way before we get into the questions, because I'm incredibly excited. I'm bursting to tell you, but as you've seen the title of this video, you probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm about to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I just can't help it. I'm going to New York Fashion Week. Oh my goodness, wow, it's true, it's happening. I'm speechless, my excitement renders me incoherent, but it's happening. Going to New York Fashion Week. Whew, I'm like out of breath because I'm so excited. Going to New York Fashion Week, which has been a dream since I was really little, and now it's happening, and I'm gonna share this experience with you guys, so I hope you're excited too. By the time you're watching this, I'll probably be either en route to New York City or already in New York City, and I'm gonna be there for 5 days of the around 8 days of New York Fashion Week. So I'm going to be attending some shows, reviewing some shows, and just doing other things around the city as well. So I will be vlogging the whole experience so that you can share it, so we can share it together with fresh eyes. And be sure to follow me on Instagram if you're not following me already, because I'll be posting on there. And then at the end of it, I'm going to do a wrap up of just like full-fledged like fashion week content on my blog, so featuring reviews of the designers whose collections I saw, and shoot style, and just other miscellaneous adventures in the city and like things going on that I think might be interesting. And also, of course, there will be a massive jam-packed vlog to look forward to, hopefully, or like not hopefully, there will. Perhaps several, because I anticipate shooting a lot, so probably won't fit into one. So I hope you guys are excited. Please let me know down in the comments if you're excited and which part you're most excited about, which part you're most looking forward to. I need to ban the word excited from my vocabulary because I'm clearly overusing it, and just stop, Anastasia. Okay, breathe, Anastasia. Now that that's all out of the way, let's get into these questions. Okay. TPH Tiff asks, what are some things that inspire/motivate you to make videos? Okay, so as for motivate, that part's easy because it's literally you guys. Like, I honestly can't express how motivating and like how great of an impact it has on me to read your comments and to receive your messages telling me that my videos inspired you, or my videos made you just feel better about a certain issue, or it just made your day, or just added some sort of a positive influence on you. It sounds like a cliche, but it's so true. Like, that means so much to me, and that's what motivates me to keep going and like to keep hopefully trying to improve. And yeah, so that's definitely my biggest motivation, because like when you start and you make videos and no one watches them, it's really sad because you're just like talking to yourself. But the more aware you become of like you guys on the other end of the screen, the motivation just multiplies like tenfold. And as for what inspires me, basically anything inspires me. Just being alive inspires me. Going out into the world and just being overwhelmed by the sheer amount of beauty in it inspires me. It inspires me to want to take that inspiration, or to take sort of my observation of that beauty and channel it towards something. Juan Hardy asks, aren't you the cutest? Thank you very much, but no, because I just can't compete with all the adorable creatures that live on this earth. Juan Hardy also asks, place you would love to visit the most. So this is the place I would love to visit the most. It's a forgotten/abandoned/decaying castle in, I believe, France, a part of France. And it's literally the most beautiful scene I've ever seen. It's pretty much the definition of storybook beautiful. Favorite YouTubers. This is such a difficult one because usually when I start naming my favorite YouTubers, I just name all the YouTubers I watch because I love everyone. But if I had to name my top two, I would say it would have to be Sonia Essman of Classes Internal and Savannah Brown of Savannah Brown. Savannah Brown actually was the very first YouTuber I watched before I even was aware of the fact that YouTube was a thing, like way before I was aware it was a thing. I think I found her on Tumblr. I found her video reposted on Tumblr, and I would like never go on YouTube, but then like every so often I would just go on YouTube and just like look for her and see if she had anything new up, which is funny because like I didn't make the connection between her and like YouTubers, and like didn't realize that was a thing. But yeah, long story short, those are my top two. Juan Hardy also asks, how's your dog? My dog is excellent, thank you very much. He is as he always is, a beautiful nightmare. Ariana KHRR asks, how did you find your style? So I'm not sure I ever found my style. I don't know, I think it's something that's always evolving, so I never really found it. But if I did find it at any point, I would say that it was around when I discovered Alexander McQueen. It was my favorite designer, my favorite design house just of all time. And it was around when I was 14 I discovered his work, and just the philosophies and the ideas behind what he created resonated so strongly with me and had such a profound impact on me that I've carried them with me to this day. And sort of like the dark, the aesthetic and the ideas of dark beauty, melancholy, and that sort of became manifested in my style, I would say. So I guess when I was 14, but it changed, like my style evolved, and then when I was around 20-ish, I would say, it sort of became rooted in those things I discovered when I was 14. So I guess I found it just through following the ideas that resonated with me, and then like my aesthetic sort of bringing those to life. Of Moonlit Nights asks, here's one. What do you think of the new wizarding schools J.K. Rowling just revealed? Would you attend Ilvermorny? And if I'm pronouncing that correctly, please don't kill me. The American Wizarding School. I love this question so much, it speaks to my soul. I probably would attend it because I'm sure, knowing J.K. Rowling, I'm sure it's absolutely magical, but the article for it hasn't come out yet, I don't think. So I will refrain from answering this until I know more about the school, because at this point Hogwarts still has my heart. But as for all the wizarding schools that have been revealed so far, wow, they're all incredible. I'm in love with all of them. I want to attend all of them. I want to just like have multiple lives so I could attend each one and experience each one. But I'd say my favorite so far, apart from Hogwarts of course, is probably Beauxbaton. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's the French Academy, which is like in a chateau. It's in a chateau. Chateaus, my heart is in a chateau, so Beauxbaton is pretty incredible. To those of you guys that are Harry Potter fans, please answer this question also down below in the comments. Let me know which is your favorite and which one you would most like to attend. Reba777 asks, name your fantasy superpower and how would you use it for good/evil? This is such a cool question. I think that for my answer, I'm gonna steal my answer from one of the options in the Harry Potter Sorting Hat quiz because it's fresh in my mind and it's awesome, and strangely I wouldn't have thought of that answer, but it's the ability to speak to animals, to communicate with animals, because can you just imagine the wisdom that we could find if we could communicate with all the other creatures that live on this planet? I just think it's amazing, like all those creatures. Also, I just love animals, and as for how I would use that power, I would definitely use it for good. I would use it to, as I said, try to gain knowledge and share that knowledge with humanity. And also I would obviously use that knowledge gained to try to help the animals, being able to understand like how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what's hurting them, and trying to use it to better them or to help them. Yeah. Okay, so Carol Elston 3 asks, if you could live in any movie or TV show, what would it be? So for a TV show, it would be Gilmore Girls, because I've always dreamt of living in that town. It's just so cozy and lovely and seasonally perfect. So definitely Gilmore Girls. And if it was a movie, that's more difficult because a lot of my favorite films I wouldn't actually want to live inside of. But definitely Harry Potter, because then I could live inside of the Harry Potter universe. And who's your fashion icon? Fashion icon. I don't think I have a fashion icon, but if I used to, it would be Keira Knightley when I was little, when I was growing up, because I just always admired her and she was like my idol, and I still admire her obviously. And even though our styles, my style has evolved like differently from her style, so I wouldn't say they're aesthetically similar at all at this point, but I would say the reason I've always admired her and still hold her as a fashion icon in a sense is because of the down-to-earth aspect to her style. So I love the fact that even though she's a like this huge celebrity and had paparazzi photos constantly taken of her, she didn't let that affect her decisions of what to wear. So if she wanted to wear the same dress multiple times throughout the years and get photographed in it, she didn't care, she would wear it because it was her favorite dress. So there was never that sense of her using fashion to impress somebody, or her like being scared or insecure that people would look at what she's wearing and say, oh, she's repeating her outfits. I think it was just a very sincere and down-to-earth approach to style, which I admired, because I think style should be like that. It should be about making you happy. Of Moonlit Nights also asks, what is your favorite poem? This is another difficult one. When I have to choose one of something that I love, it's so hard. I'm terrible at it, but I'd say one of my favorite poems is Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It's just haunting and beautiful, and just the imagery that it evokes is goals. It's aesthetic goals. I don't know, it's just beautiful. So Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe, because Edgar Allan Poe is a man after my own soul. And I've said before that one of my favorite poems of all time is Winter by Charles Bukowski, and it's one of my favorites for the absolute opposite reason than Annabel Lee. It's just absolutely gut-wrenching and heart-wrenching and makes me just not want to exist in the world, but it's just a really powerful poem. I apologize in advance if I am pronouncing your last name incorrectly, but Anastasia Kostylyova asks, can you tell us about your biggest dream? I'd say apart from everybody's biggest dream, which is just to be happy and to see the people you love happy, in regards to my biggest aspiration, like a dream in terms of aspirations, I would say I really want to create a book, create a story that just feels like my masterpiece. Something that feels like the manifestation of everything I've ever felt the need to create. Everything that's been like biding its time in my mind. And to then take that story and bring it to life through physical objects, through video, through just all forms of content, to really create an immersive experience that immerses the people that hopefully love the story in its world. I'd say that's my biggest dream. Anastasia also asks, I have one more question. Do you like Twilight movies? No, but I do think that they look very nice. They're cinematically very beautiful. The Roxbury asks, do you have a career? What city do you live in? How old are you? Are you single? Oh, well, thank you. You're welcome. So as for career, I'm working on starting my career. I still graduated college fairly recently, so I'm working on kickstarting it, but I really want to run my own business, and I'm working on a lot of, not secret, but like I'm working on a lot of things to sort of get it started, and so I'm working on starting my career. I mean, I started my career, like I started working right when I graduated high school, and I interned for Urban Outfitters headquarters for 3 years. So I guess like I started my career in that, but it was all different areas and different categories. So, I mean, I'm using all of them in what I'm trying to do. What city do I live in? I live in the city of Philadelphia at this point. How old are you? I am 24. I turned 24 last fall. And are you single? Yes, I am. The Land of Lavish asks, do you have a favorite motto / quote that you live by? I'd love to know, thanks. Basically, I live by every quote that I've ever read that moved me. They all just become part of me. I breathe quotes like air. It's actually pretty embarrassing. But there's a lyric from a Pink Floyd song that I always loved. From the song Echoes, it goes, strangers passing in the street, by chance two separate glances meet, and I am you and what I see is me. I always loved that, just the emphasis on like we're all human, we're all one and the same, like the idea of connection between strangers, and I always just loved that. Video Soldat commented on my Blizzard video, and he says, that cup looked delicious. So my question for the Q&A is, how do you make one of those, and what more recipes do you recommend? So the recipe for one of those is right here, but basically I used the Starbucks double chocolate, I believe it was, cocoa mix, with Ghirardelli caramel sauce, sea salt, marshmallows, whipped cream, the works, and it was indeed delicious, so I highly recommend you try it out. And what other recipes do I recommend? And to be honest, I'm not great with recipes. If I make something, it's like something my family's made, or I just like make things using raw ingredients. And if any of you guys have any recipes that you'd like to share with us, share with Video Soldat, please leave them down in the comments below. That would be wonderful too. Well, that's it for the questions. Thank you so much to everyone who asked me questions. Thank you for watching, and what I'd like from you is for you to pick your favorite question or questions that I answered in this video and leave me your answer down below in the comments, and I'm really excited to read it, and that way we can all read each other's answers. Recently, one of you left me a comment on one of my older videos saying that like you love the cozy community of my channel and how it feels like this like cozy communal part of YouTube, and that meant everything to me. That's what I aspire, that's what I strive for this channel. It's like my dream for this channel, to create sort of a community. Like, it sounds like that's a cliche word, a community, but like honestly, you know, I wanted to create a place where we can all share our like dreams, our ideas, our thoughts that we might not want to share with people in real life, because often people don't talk about the things that matter the most to them in regular conversation. And I want this to be a place where we can bypass that and just share and just focus on like share the beautiful things in our lives and the things that mean something to us. That comment was everything, and yeah, I'd love it if you guys would like feel like you can talk to each other in the comments and not just me. Yeah, so like, did you just hear my energy just like leave me? But yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much again for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please share this video with your friends, with your acquaintances, with your family, with strangers on the street. Just share my channel if you'd like. That would be wonderful. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. That would be very cool. And that's it. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you very much. And the next time I will talk to you will be in New York City during Fashion Week. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bye. Someone just casually, not so casually, spilled their tea on themselves all down their sweater, but that's why my tea mug is missing right now. Hopefully if any of you guys are watching and drinking tea, you haven't spilled it on yourself. Bye.